Alright, so apparently it's time to actually play some Lotro again. I should probably try and remember how this game actually works. What do I do here? What buttons do I push? Guess after my vacationing in Nightingale, I might have lost all the limited ability I had to actually be useful in this game. We're going to find out. At the very least, the featured instance is rotated this week off of being Agaroth, and it is Stoneheight, which people do seem to run more often. So I might be able to get some groups for that. We'll see. But at the very least, I get back into remembering how to play by doing bounties. Yes, my cat is a mighty tank. I do find it a little bit funny that the cat kept aggro the entire time off of that Beorning. Not sure if funny or moderately worrisome is really more in order there. But hey, Kitty held his own. And this particular one, I'm just going to kind of go all out in terms of actually using cooldowns and stuff like that, because the crab is a pain in the butt no matter what character I'm on. So he gets Murder of Crows. I am still coming to like more and more the Murder of Crows ability. Still the part of me that absolutely misses Sikkim. I don't think that's ever going to change all the way. But Murder of Crows is solid. When I get to the bird, I'm probably going to start watching more closely for LFF and World Chat just to see if people are doing any kind of group making. This might be another night where, again, I end up having to kick off group finding. Right now, I think there's a lot of just kind of general malaise as far as Lotro goes for people who are playing at the cap, because the news of more delays to update 39, which means we still truly don't have anything to do for the most part for a while. It's really starting to hit hard as far as lack of motivation. All right, kitty, get him. I said, get him. Come on. Get the bird. Get the bird. But at this point, especially when the 150s I have, or at least the ones that I plan to take through any content early on when we start getting it, they're geared enough to start doing the content just fine. And I have the sneaking feeling that some of the gear that they're using right now is going to be better than early instance content we get. I just don't have a whole lot of motivation right now to log in and do another rat race of some kind until we actually have content to run again. Specifically group content. So I'm just kind of a little meh on logging in on the regular at the moment. Dude just does not want to lose his last couple 100K. Like for a little bit, I'd kind of resigned myself to, okay, I'm gonna do the crafting guild grind. I'm gonna break down and do that. And you know what? Standing stone, fuck all that nonsense. The grinding out long string of time-gated dailies with huge material cost. Hey Nate, welcome in, man. I'm just bitching about the current state of Lotro for people who are sitting at level cap. So I apologize if you came in mid-rant.
Fine day indeed. Hoi.
Helps if we select the reward. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss anybody putting groups together? No. Yeah. The problem is at 150, if you've got really any amount of kind of decent gear, like you can do overland stuff, there's just there's basically bugger all to do right now that is actually productive unless you want to lock yourself into the Umbar crafting time-gated daily cycle. And just, I have philosophical objections to a core system being stuck at a daily system gated like that. Hey, Sparrow. Because the 1 to 150 stuff is still great. Like, there is so much good content there. It's just that once you're at 150 and geared a little bit, right now we're just in a really ugly drought, Saul. So I'm going to start shouting in LFF chat, and I'm going to see if I can find some other folks to run Stoneheight with me. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if people are on and awake yet. It's the featured instance this week, rotated around a Stoneheight. So we don't have all that nonsense of Agaroth. Right, here's one. Let's see, what do we got? We have a Runekeeper. Nice. And the Runekeeper actually just asked if we want heals or DPS. It's like, it's Stoneheight, man. And we got a champ. So let's see how this one goes. Now we also play the game of who doesn't have Stoneheight discovered.
But now their walls have been breached.
Oh man, we have 3 for 3.
Burn and crumble to the ground. You notice that it was not orcs alone that did this.
Get my food going, and see, we've got a champion who has a couple 100k morale, so I'm going to let her go in first, ideally. Or, screw it, send the cat in, damn the torpedoes. It's just Stoneheight. If nobody else is going to go, I'm going to go. I'm actually playing Blue Line. I've been playing my Lore Master as Blue Line lately. I initially made the move when I just wanted to kind of test out and see, like, did they finally fix Lore Master pet scaling post 80? And turns out, yeah, they did. Blue line's good again post stat squish. So I've been having a blast. Right, switch pets real quick. Okay, so these guys are all stun immune, which I should have expected. And you get Murder of Crowed. Murder of Crows is so much fun. it just absolutely chunks their health bar. Okay, we should get our hidden mob right up here. I'm going to let the champ go first. And again, reset cooldowns on the pet by cycling. God, I hope in the overhaul we get rid of that. Yeah, I don't think we have quite enough AoE damage in this group with the between the champion and the Arcase stones and my cat. So we should have one more stealth mob, and usually we'll get it right around here. Although it might be all the way up above. I think it's all the way up with the wolves probably. Okay, so that's done. Now we should have a stealth mob before our next pull here. He's usually in this little alley. There he is. Yeah, I might know stone hide a little bit. And in goes Kitty. Light you all on fire. And I'm just going to go ahead and send the cat in. Yep, champion has the same idea here. Clear this trash out before we do the second boss. It's really 6 of one, half a dozen of the other if you do these guys before or after we go do this boss. And this one I'm actually going to throw debuffs out because it's going to make a difference. And you get Murder of Crowed. Now, it means that I don't have Murder of Crows for the next boss, but the next boss drops it off of him when he does his stealth, so you can lose basically a huge chunk of uptime on Murder of Crows if he manages to drop it when he does his like disappearing act. So it's way more worth it to use your long cooldown AoE or damage over time abilities on the second boss rather than the third.
And surely they would not stand a chance.
How dare you come groveling back to me like a mangy
Yes,
dog?
yes, yes. Talkie,
I will not
talkie.
tolerate this.
But I can do
Better.
Now you will all suffer the same fate.
He popped right away. There we go. Now the nice thing is with the Bog Lurker as the antagonist here, we have a much greater shot of if anybody gets one shot by this dude's flashing Hoozits, flashing knives or whatever the ability is, that it is the pet and not one of us. Because the Bog Lurker pulls a lot of aggro. Where are you at? Bog Lurker is also really good at picking the target back up quickly. Oh, dang it. Our Runekeeper went down, but
Displeased.
I got a res. Okay, let's see. The small chest is probably not going to be anything particularly interesting. Well, actually, I got a teal tracery, so not bad. Question is, what's in the box of treasures here? Because this is going to be what we're looking for. Well, got a rare enhancement rune. Meh. But I did get a sealed legendary tracery, along with a box of crafting materials. So I didn't get one of the gear pieces, which is a bummer, but legendary tracery, that pretty much did make this worth it. So, not the best outcome it could have been, but pretty dang solid. Plus, Stonehite's really quick. So, what I'm gonna do now is put gear into shared storage. Because again, almost all of the gear that I have that I use on these characters is bound to account, not bound to the character. So when I'm just doing these kind of general runs and I'm not looking to put a character into a specialized gear set, i.e. healing or tanking, I really only need to have one or most of one gear set that just goes back and forth between characters who wear the same armor weight. That's one down. And I think probably I'll go to the champ next and do truly goofy, because that character decidedly does not need any gear out of Stonehite. But it's fun to just blow stuff up. Plus, the other thing about running the featured instance is you do get 100 embers for it. So, if nothing else, it's a little bit of a bump. Slightly different champ, but yeah. When Lotro ever decides it wants to respond and let me switch characters, Out of all of my characters, he's the one who's kind of the most geared out overall, I would say. And I could be goofy and go in and like go into a blue spec or something and tank in stone height, but especially if you have a heavy armor character with decent mitigations, you really don't need a dedicated tank in there so much as you just need somebody to soak damage, and he's going to do just fine in that respect. So I am likely going to go in, stay in my DPS spec. And where the hell did I log out? Oh, I was all the way out here. Oh, and apparently I kept all of his gear on him too. Must have been doing dailies last time I was on this character. Alright, make sure it has an undiscovered stone height for me like it likes to do. Nope, we're good. And to start stone hideout, I'm going to swap into yellow line. This is where I really wish that Lotro had a true gear and spec manager. It would be nice. Good, I'm not anywhere near capping embers. There you go. So now, wait and see if I got the only two people who were actually looking to run featured instances, or if I actually have takers coming up. In the meantime, I'll just kill some of the mobs out here. If nothing else, task items and bounty quests for out here. Hello, crocodile. Come play. For a second, I thought that croc was going to run just past the tree and break line of sight right before my arrow shot, but thankfully, croc was not quick. No bites yet on getting a group together. Harumph. So this particular area, I'm in Umbar, kind of by the riverbank here, is notorious for lag around these reeds and bushes. So it is very definitely Lotro game lag. It's not anything else. It is absolutely this area and these particular frills. And also the crocodiles, I think, contribute to the lag as well when they do their death animations. Because that rear up and then fall is pretty consistently where the lag, where those little pauses hit. Lotro doing Lotro stuff. See if I go up here and find one of these desert cows, for example. There's none of the hitching during any of it. It's the combo of the crocodiles and the reeds just does not play nicely. Some of these newer models that they've put in, just, I don't think they've efficiently made them. Let's see, I don't actually need him. Throwing out another LFF group message here. Would be nice to actually get at least a couple of runs in. I do wish more people actually made use of Lotro's group finder system or the advertising for groups. It's just, when you go in there, it's functionally a wasteland. Like, the tool exists, nobody uses it. So you can have a listing up there forever and it's never going to actually get people responding to that listing. People still just use shouting in chat to put groups together if they're not doing it in their kin or in Discord or something, which is a bummer. It's not a very full-fledged tool, but it's at least a tool that exists. And a lot of things don't even have that. Still no bites on more stone height, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm really strongly wondering how many other people in the 150 range are kind of in the taking time off phase. So if I look in the /who for 150s, it's a handful of us hanging out in Umbar, and nobody in Stonehide right now. Some people running skirmishes, and then the normal people hanging out in Bree. So there's not a lot of 150s on right now. I kind of suspect that a lot of people are in that same loop I am, where we're just kind of getting tired of waiting. Well, if I'm not going to be starting Stone Height just yet, go back into Redline, because it is way more fun and way more efficient at these kills. Yep, I do still need lions, so I see a kitty in the distance. The new lion models are neat. Poor kitty. Aggressive boar threatens to attack. Aggressive boar really should have rethought his plan. Stuff like this is kind of why I really, really want the new instance content, because right now, when your gear hits a certain level, this shit is just filler. Like, I could keep getting technically more gear, a few pieces. I could get the highest level crafted gear if I really do the Umbar Crafting Guild grind, but there's nothing I need it for. I don't even technically need the amount of gear this character has right now.
What news has come in with the tide?
Do you have need of something?
So let's see, I got some crab claws to hunt down and buffalo hides still, so I may as well. There's probably a lion stealth around here. It's way too open and quiet for there not to be. Or somebody just came through here and killed all the mobs. I'm starting to think somebody just came through here and killed all the mobs. So I will head back down this way where I can probably find buffaloes on my way to crabs. Hey, Poteen, what is the haps, man? Good to see you. I'm just griping about hitting a wall of lacking stuff to do, especially with the delays in update 39. Cursed life keeping you from being able to play video games. Seriously. Yeah, that is not my particular flavor of fun, especially in Lotro, because like one good lag spike and it's like, whoops, there went my hardcore run. Lotro is just not the game I would personally choose to do a hardcore challenge in. I think it has enough systemic issues that I would not. Okay, crabs. Nope, all you are crocodiles. None of you are crabs. Why are you not crabs? Why are you crocodiles? I was just really hoping that by now we would at least have update 39 on the horizon. Yeah, landscape difficulty is fun. It's more fun when you're leveling a character. Turning it on at the level cap is not as enjoyable because gear scaling is already getting a little bit weird for you at that point. But landscape difficulty while you're leveling is definitely a thing. We have our Sunday night group that all gets together and plays at the highest difficulty, the difficulty 9. Ooh, oh. Yeah, landscape difficulty 9 hardcore run. Going Louis style on that one. How many tries did it take him to get his warden in his hardcore run to I think level 20 was his goal? Took him like 5 hours or 6 hours, something stupid like that. Oh no, I think it was his Mariner. I think he was doing a Mariner. Yeah, that bull got eaten. That's the thing, is that like this dude just does so much damage. Mobs just don't last. They melt. Do I need home crew? I don't need him, but he's a crab and he's there. So what the heck? I'll take the elite as part of my crab hunting. Yeah, I mean, he has some fight in him, but again, I ended the fight at a sliver away from full health. He mostly just has some defense in him. and 1 bleed that I purged. Nope, you're a boar. I think I need what? I need 2 more crab claws. And you're a crocodile. Crocodile, crocodile, crocodile. Not even crocodile rock. I will find more crabs. Bulls I am done with. There's a crab. Come here, crab. Come here. Good crab. I'm going to find 1 more crab, and then after that I'm going to resume seeing if I can get another group put together for Stone Height. See if people are actually on and ready to group yet. The first one came together so quickly I think it fooled me. Back to the hunting camp. Umbar's nice and rainy today. Okay, Kanai, you get your buffalo hides and meat. And Teverin, you get your crab claws. Now, let's see. Do we have any better luck finding people to run the featured instance? Yet another message out in chat, and now we wait. If it stays this slow, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, because there ain't a whole lot. Oh, there's one. And let's see, I don't know if I can invite this. Yeah, gotta wait for this person to get out of private encounter. This first person is a mini with over 230, over 240k morale. I'm assuming probably without buffs. They must be really bored if they're saying yes to an FI run. Enjoy the being lurking, Poteen. Good to see you as always, man. Waiting for this person to be out of an encounter. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and just swap spec real quick. Come on, dude, finish up your instance. I had to tell somebody else no because you said you were going to be ready to go. What is this dude running? What's in Zamrazir? Now I'm curious where this person actually is. Yeah, that's what I thought, because he's got to be someplace on the shield isles, but what instance is he in the shield isles? Or private encounter, rather. Oh, he's got to be doing one of the story quests. Okay, there we go. Took a little while, but here is our Stonehide run.
Times in the North Downs, but now their walls have been breached. Yet even as the houses burn and crumble to the ground, you notice that it was not orcs alone.
Why do I have the sneaking feeling that this person doesn't have Stonehide Discovery? Yep. Says, oh dear, it's grayed out for me. I know I have it open. There we go. I have the feeling they had just had to wait for their instance server to reset. All right. So I have run actually with Marsh before. He is absolutely a hold W and go gamer, which I appreciate. At least for stuff like this. because it absolutely helps us just melt this stuff. And clearly he is geared not to need to worry about, you know, taking a hit or three in here. Oh, come on, stupid stuns. I love it when the stealth mob here, this backstabber, shows up just in time to get caught in the horn stun. Like, that is just his absolute worst luck. I am just kind of assuming that the rest of the group is okay at this point. Like, it's stone height, they should be. Right? For the last of this, I don't need to be yellow, I want to be red. And see, that bone grind that he does there is basically a point blank AoE that does a fairly significant amount of damage. And I can just straight up stand in that and I'm in a freaking DPS spec. I used bracing attack once, and honestly I didn't need to. It is kind of ridiculous at this point.
How dare you come groveling back to me like a mangy dog? I will not tolerate this.
But this is why, for stuff like Stone Height, you don't technically need an actual tank as long as you got somebody who can actually properly soak up damage.
Suffer the same fate.
There you are. And also the nice thing with the champ is that I have Clobber, which means that I get to interrupt his nasty attack that he loves to come do out of stealth that can actually literally one-shot Clothies. Okay, probably a corner again. Oh, nope. And he ain't staying down this time. Oh, you jerk. You do not get to disappear and take a Clothy out. Haha.
Displeased.
All right. Nice and quick. After the group came together, took a minute or three. So let's see. As far as junk loot goes, yeah, level 491 parrying necklace, vitality, might, block, and parry. That is going straight into being sold. No other random loot pieces from the chests. Did get some some traceries. So a teal wild attack damage, which, do I even have wild attack damage slotted anyplace? Just seeing if I've got a purple that this might replace. I don't think this character has any purples slotted still, but you never know. Oh, yeah. I'll go ahead and swap that out real quick. So, wild attack damage, teal. I think honestly I had that in there just for the 682 might. Less for the wild attack damage bonus. So, if I don't have to pay for getting a teal tracery for it, I'll do so. And loot box says womp womp. Got a purple enhancement rune box and a teal tracery. Not even a teal tracery token, which would let me select one, which is nice for the teals especially, but an actual sealed tracery itself. So it's luck of the draw. So that wasn't the best loot outcome there. But at the very least, when it came together, it was quick. So I'm going to now pop some gear into shared storage. And this is my might gear. So that goes in this box. And swap over to one of my other heavies. Think I'll run the captain, so I'm not going to bring the bow. Now there is somebody that is putting together a Thatter Tier 1 delving run. They only have a couple people though, so maybe I'll actually be able to get another Stone Height run and then into the Thatter Tier 1, which could be interesting. So I'm going to hop over to my Cappy when this loads. If this loads. Lotro client is not responding. Please wait. Yeah, it is really unhappy at the moment. I think it's unfreezing. There we go. That was a really unhappy Lotro there for a minute. Standing Stone, please reboot the hamsters. They are confused and have stopped working. And maybe tomorrow's maintenance apparently can't come soon. Yep, there we go. I had the suspicion that that might be coming. So, hold please while I get this reset. All right, getting logged back in. Let's see if I crash after I get character load again. Interestingly, it did take me all the way back to being on the character select screen with the champion, so I'm not sure I was ever actually selecting the captain for logon, to be honest. I think the game might have been in the process of disconnecting already at that point. All right, there we go. So get this character all set up with gear. And I think I'm going to pull the teal pants out. I think I'm going to use the healing set pants I have and go blue line just to goof off. Okay, where are my other pieces of gear? That, and I need to change out my standard. Thought I had that on my hotbar. Apparently I don't. Oh, I had my old standards on hotbar. Apparently I never even used my new redline standard. I've been using the victory the whole time. Whoops. Right, so mistakes were made. Let's make sure that I can actually launch Stone Height still. Yep, okay, that's good. What was it saying expired? Oh, okay, that was just saying that locks have expired. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, there was an error communicating to the chat server. Please try again shortly. Okay, so Lotro is very not happy at the moment. Let me get out of the city here. Maybe that'll help. Just a little bit less going on.
May the seas be calm and the winds fair.
So I'll get to Halrax, which should be lower populated, or at least less of a pain. Nope, still error communicating with the chat server. So chat server is down, but I can still run around and do stuff. Oh, Lotro. Well, I might see if I can tag along with these people doing bounties and just wait for the chat server to fix itself. Yeah, apparently we really need the maintenance reboot tomorrow morning. So I'll ride out to the salamander and see if I can catch the person. Oh, yep, there's a whole group over here. Man, this is a whole posse out here. Apparently this is where everybody was singing out. Okay, I think the chat server might have just unbroken because I just had a bunch of channel leaves and joins. And yep, now there is chat actually flowing? Whole bunch of us here waiting for the crab. Or bugger's not going to know what hit him. I think the crab just doesn't want to spawn because it knows what it's in for. So that was kind of ridiculous. The beast is going to be even more ridiculous. And again, the bird also apparently is not wanting to show up. Understandable. Like, this is just a truly ridiculous amount of people to kill the bird. And we'll get the tree real quick. And then, since chat is actually working again, see if I can get a featured instance group. Now I'm wondering if that Thatter Delving group is still advertising or if they ended up finding their people. Because I have not seen them come back up, but again, with chat being down, that group might have kind of fallen apart. All right, that was an awfully quick bounty run there with all of the people there for the murdering.
Greetings, kind
And
traveler.
then once this actually finishes turning in,
Fair winds to you.
see if I can get some willing victims.
Fair winds to you. It is a fine day indeed. Greetings, kind traveler.
And I'm now realizing that I apparently did not pull out the task items carry-all because some of those are task items. Did I just not? Yeah. Alright, so I'm just an idiot. Like we've established that. Just put those in the carry-all where they belong. All right, now that chat is actually working again, I'm gonna catch up and make sure I didn't miss an LFF message for somebody else doing groups, and that is a negative, so knock on wood, we get some willing victims. Or we see if I've used up all of my luck for the night. I wonder, after basically not playing for the entire last week, how far behind am I on the reward track? Yeah, I'm still only at 59. That's bad. Normally, this far into the reward track, I've already finished it, which just goes to show you how much I have not been playing lately. All is quiet at the moment on the looking for group front. Yeah, starting to wonder if I might have used up all of my luck getting the groups I got. It is funny when I'm in blue, like the mobs for the most part don't even pretend to stay on me for most of their life. They just immediately go for the archer. Like, nah, we know you are not the hurty one here. Oh, I'm all toted up now. double-toted. I do wish that the toad effect out here lasted a little bit longer. It feels a little cheap. Alright, it's been a few minutes. Let's see. When was the last time I put that in chat? Just so that I know I'm not spamming. On 5 minutes ago. So, yep. 5 minutes is an okay interval to be re-advertising. Do I not have the shouts done in this build? I must not. Where is that on the captain? Terrifying Bellow. That's it. I thought I had more yellow line in this build. I must have been going red for a reason. Oh, it was so I could get the increased crits for the increased crits and increased bleeds for the heal procs. That's why. There was a reason, I just don't know what the reason was. Hey, Sarah, welcome in. I am just starting to think that I've hit my grouping cap for the night. Yeah, hour and a half and 2 dungeon runs. So a lot of the people who are at level cap right now are kind of lurking and doing other things while we wait for the new instance cluster to be released. So getting groups together is a little bit light on the ground right now. So I might actually just end up calling it early when you guys go live. Because I'm not sure that I'm going to get a group to heal. And I just don't feel like doing more leveling because I already have a good handful of 150s. I don't need more anytime soon. So, let's see. Gonna bounce over. I know this character has Andrath. Yep. So I'm going to take a look and see what's running out of Andrath today, because it's a daily rotation. Okay, so Tombs is up at least. That does mean that I need to change from blue to red. And change my pants. And my sword. And there we go. There's my standard. Alright, so for shits and giggles, at the very least,
Could I speak with you a moment?
I will get in a quick delving run. Or two. Because if there's tombs, that means that the other one is up also. And we'll just set this to tier 6. Get the archer summoned. And Dread should be kicking in shortly, so refresh my token. And now for the great question of what are today's malices? I mean, if you give me a transparent PNG, I'll actually use the damn thing. Cough, cough, hint, hint, certain companies. Cool. Clutch of Flies. Clutch of Flies is a nice, easy one. So, second looks like a shadow damage reflect. Oh, shadow aura. Okay. So neither one of these are going to be problematic. At least as far as malices that are going to really slow this down. Where's my interrupt kick? There you are. So they are doing stab at thee also, but that's just a normal ability. So right now, the two things that I need to worry about as far as malice effects for running this delving are, other than the normal just delving buffs these guys have, like the delving strength where they've got 140% health and 250% outgoing damage, they're going to cast Clutch of Flies, which I'll need to stay out of puddles and purge off of myself. And they have a shadow damage aura around them that I just need to not stand near them for too much of the time if I don't want that damage. But I'm a captain, I can soak the damage. Once again, I do not do a whole lot of damage, but I have tools to mitigate a lot of damage. I just need to remember to actually purge stab at the off every time a mob dies when I'm near it. It's not the worst amount of damage to take. It would just be a slowdown. Actually, how much does stab at the hit for? I want to let this hit and see what it does with my current gear. See if it's actually even a problem. Yeah, with my mitigations, that barely even chunks my health. I might just be a waste of a purge. It's easier just to move on to the next mob and let that do its little bit of damage. I think I am officially not worried about it. And there's Archer up here. Sorry, my Archer is cooler than your Archer. She will mess you up. Okay, that is 11 of 14. Yep, I haven't missed any. Really, my defeat event wore off right when I got in range of this guy, so I couldn't get off my stun. I am upset. Alright, fine. I get it. The Archer is more threatening than I am, but did you have to just run straight past me and ignore me completely? I'm a little bit miffed by that. Like, at least pretend that I'm a threat. It makes me feel better. Okay, oh, I should actually check. Did I bother to pick up... Okay, good. Before I turn this quest in, should actually check to see did I actually pick up the weekly wrappers, or would I be losing progress?
Greetings.
Right, anything good in the chest? Box of clothing dye. And of course, inevitably, as I was zoning out,
Greetings.
somebody else put together a featured instance group that filled up. Like, literally during that time. Some friggin' days. Alright, well, at the very least, I'll run Tearful Tomb real quick. This is one that is not worth running on tier 6, but a quick tier 1. Because that will progress the overall wrapper. And now for the fun. Does my Archer pull the right side as I go down the stairs? It's kind of a toss-up. All right, no, you were very well behaved. I'm proud of you. Okay, any more over here? Nope, just the bad guys over here. nice quick goblin murder taken care of. And it gets me most of the way through, well, all the way through 59 and into 60, so at least making progress again. Where's the slug pet? How far in was that? Was that the level 50 one? No, 50 was the nautical housing. 75 is the snake. Was the slug pet? Oh, slug pet was 25, so I technically already have that. Need to figure out which character is going to get a slug pet.
What can I do for you? What do you need?
Okay, let's see. Do I need to get rid of some writs or not? 4,500. I won't cap those anytime soon.
How can I be of service? All right, I'm going to take one more shot at actually getting an FI group. And I'm going to be optimistic and go into blue line as if I was actually going to get some willing victims. Good virtues. Not bad. Not my ideal virtue configuration, but at least usable. And while I'm waiting, let's see what comes out of... Ugh, yeah. Nothing in Hearn that I want to run right now. And I think, if I remember right, that also means that Clegger is going to be kind of a mixed bag. Yeah, Clegger's a bunch of garbage. When Andrath has tombs, that usually means that Hearn and Clegger only have like one good delving apiece. And yeah, it is decidedly slow on the FI front tonight. So that's a bummer. But we're kind of in that dead time, and it is really showing. So I'm going to restash gear on this character here. Get it ready for the next time I log in one of my heavy armor characters. Okay, that's all of it. Legs are in there. Good, good. And of course, there's an FI invite. So I might actually get one more anyway. Comedy thing is, it's Marsh again, who I know has run the FI today because they ran it with me. But hey. So I'm gonna pull my stuff out again real quick. Get all geared back up. All right. Now, knock on wood. Oh. And Marsh is just now realizing that they're locked for the day. I think they might have forgotten that, like, half hour, 45 minutes ago, we ran this. Oh, Marsh is going to check an alt, so we'll see. Now Marsh is saying that they're going to check their hunter, but I don't think I ran it with Peanut. Yeah, Marsh is checking their hunter, but they think that they ran the hunter with one of my other characters. So we'll check. Now I have to remember who all I ran in which group. Because I know a hunter was in one of the groups. The first group when I was on the Lore Master, we had a hunter and a rune keeper. We might have had peanut butter in the second one. Man, Marsh is also starting to blend together. I think I've ran too many with Marsh. Well, let's find out.
Stone Height was once a place of refuge from the orc tribe,
Oh, good. The hunter is clear.
but now their
Yeah,
walls,
I didn't think that.
yet even as the
I didn't think that I'd run with peanut butter today.
you noticed that it was not orcs alone that did this.
One thing about a game like Lotro with the small population overall, especially at the top end, is you start to really recognize the people you play with, and you start to learn their alts too. Like, you give me another few times, and I will remember that Peanut Butter and Marsh are the same person. Oh, and yeah, our our third did not have discovery. A thing that happened a while back is that Stone Heights discovery got reset for a lot of people.
Looks like some of the rabble are trying to run. Maybe these ones will put up a fight.
Get that purged off of him. I do kind of love playing Blue Line Captain. Like, we don't die. I am kind of wondering how long it's going to take the group, like somebody in the group, to say, dude, are you really playing a Blue Line Captain in a 3-man? But at least until somebody complains about it, I'm going to keep doing it. Stupid stuns. Come back here. Let me love you with my sword. seriously. Okay, where's our stealth guy? There he is. See ya, Sarah. I will actually probably see you guys in your stream in just a few minutes here when this gets wrapped up.
Dance with me, insignificant.
No gouging strike for you, thank you.
Your strength is great. I can't fight you all at once. My master will know what to do.
It is kind of funny when there's just so much healing that all of us can stand right in Bone Grinder and not have to worry about it, even though we have a hunter as one of them. I mean, the warden's tanky and I'm tanky, but it's kind of comedy.
I have failed you, master.
Although the warden only has 227k morale buffed, so
Surely they would not stand a chance.
they're either not tank spec or they're not very high in the gearing list.
How dare you come groveling back to me like a mangy dog? I will not tolerate this!
But I can do
Better. All right, go.
Now you will all suffer the same fate!
Ah, the great joy of getting disappeared. Come on. There we go. Bleeds up. All right.
Displeased.
So let's see. I got a teal sure strike damage. And the rest of these are going to have to wait until I make a little bit more room. Okay, drop out of fellowship. And get rid of some of this junk so that I can see what is in the box. Okay, so got 2 pieces of just regular old BOEs, but they're the 491 purples, so nothing I'm ever going to use basically on anybody. So let's get those gone first. Yep, potent Valor shoulder guards and potent enduring boots of parrying. And with that, what is in the box? Wow. And in a night of loot going letdown to letdown, the only thing in the end box was 1 purple enhancement rune. So that sort of entirely fits with my luck tonight, is that I got pretty much 2 decent things out of all of my featured instance boxes, and they were both random traceries. Welp. On that note, harumph. And let's see who's doing what. I see that. Oh, Chris Duke is working on a new level 150. So go bug Chris.